Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to Quantum Helium, formerly known as Mossman Oil and Gas. This is my first video covering Quantum Helium. Name change got approved and happened this week. The ticker got changed as well to QHE. As you can see here, we're now called Quantum Helium Limited, ticker QHE. This all happened on Friday as well. So yeah guys, current share price 0.025 GBX. What we're going to be doing in today's video is actually going through the upcoming catalysts for Quantum Helium and what the share price and the market cap, what can happen to both of them if Quantum Helium are to be successful in those upcoming catalysts. So obviously right now 0.025 is the share price. 1 month chart we're down minus 16%. 6 month chart we're down minus 50%. Obviously back here in May we had the vector drills happening. We had our old CEO as well who was pumping the share. And then obviously we had a placing at some point here, and then we had a duster on the first well off the vector drill. But that's all the past now. The focus now going forward is Sagebrush and Coyote Wash with proven helium reserves. So yeah, we can learn from that. Don't do side projects because most of the time they don't work out. But yeah, share price actually on Friday did increase. So obviously on the Thursday we were on like 0.02. And then on Friday, actually went up by 17% on the day if you were to compare to Thursday. This is apparently due to a large order that the market makers were trying to fill. We had noted this on our Telegram group, and yes, I'll mention that order would be filled by Friday. Hence, the share price was just not moving in the last couple of days. So yeah, we do see the share price starting to move on Friday once the new ticker came in place as well. And yeah, so what we're going to be doing is going through some of the upcoming catalysts for Quantum Helium. So obviously the first one right here is the Bureau of Indian Affairs approval. Obviously the US had a government shutdown for like over 30 days, which actually ended last week. So we're hoping that these approvals come in at some point in the upcoming week, and that'll be great. So then Quantum Helium are the official operators of the Sagebrush license, and then they can start the 3D seismic work. So obviously in the recent interview regarding 3D seismic, Howard, this new CEO, did state that they already had found a contractor and that a date was penciled in, I think. So I guess once they get these approvals, then they can actually start with the seismic on Sagebrush as well. The next one I have here is the Coyote Wash Sprawl report. So this I think was RNS'd earlier this week, where Howard said that the report was sent out to Sprawl to verify the numbers and to verify what resources Coyote Wash has. This was obviously done for Sagebrush in the past, so they've gone ahead and used Sprawl again to get that independent verification. I think I do recall when that Sagebrush Sprawl report came along, the share price did increase as well. And Howard mentioned this one by end of month November. So obviously we're on the 16th of November now. So this should be dropping within the next 2 weeks. So if all three of these can drop within the next 2 weeks, that would be absolutely amazing. And then early December can get started on the extended well test on Sagebrush as well. This is a key test to find out about the helium and the oil as well, and to see where they can boost production, so they can obviously get more money than they're currently getting from the existing well. So that's all great. And obviously with this, there's already a well there, so they've saved about $5 million US, and that's a key point that Howard has mentioned of recently as well. Another catalyst we have is some money from Georgina Energy that's pending. This is regarding the Australian assets that Quantum Helium used to have. I think they got rid of them last year. I think Georgina Energy are progressing them, and I think they need to reach like a certain limit, and then there's going to be funds going to be sent over to Mossman. I can't remember the exact funds actually, maybe like 200,000, 250,000 USD. So that's obviously more money for the company, which is good because obviously they did a recent placing, so they're all cashed up now. So that's good. No placing fees in Q4 or even in Q1, I'd say, because they've got over 2 million USD in the bank right now. They've also got the revenues coming from Sagebrush as well. So I think it's just about making sure they don't waste money like they did with Vector and just paying for wells and all this stuff that just they just wasted money. Like if they were to do Sagebrush and Coyote Wash early on in the year instead of wasting time with Vector, I think we could have made a big improvement. But it's life in it; they'll learn. And then there's some of the other points I thought I'd mention is the actual broker target. I think the broker is SB Angel. Their broker target, I think if I remember correctly, is about 0.08, which is about 3 bags from where we are right now. And we have a charts guy called Justin. He's done a chart analysis on Quantum Helium, and he has a target of 0.1, which is about 4 bags from where we are right now. because obviously right now we're on 0.025. The placing happened at 0.0, I think 24, I think somewhere around here. So yeah, I think earlier this week was like the perfect time to get in, especially on the Thursday when it dropped to like 0.022. So that would have been like, you know, ideal investment, because if you did like Thursday 3:30 p.m. and then you held, and then in one day you'd be up like over 10%. So you know you'd have had decent returns already. But obviously we're looking long term. Market cap currently is only 8 million, and you know this, right, all this stuff right here, this is significant market cap building tasks that will happen. So what I've done is I've actually ran it across in ChatGPT. So I put these catalysts onto ChatGPT and asked it to give it like a potential share price and market cap of Quantum Helium if they were able to complete all those catalysts that I mentioned here. So you can see, obviously, it's found out the current market cap, the new ticker, and the key catalysts I mentioned. And then it's looked at comparable peer benchmarks. So about the peers, that's also something the CEO has mentioned a lot, that compared to peers such as like Helium 1, Jex, Hex, all of them we're actually really undervalued in terms of our market cap, yet we actually have the infrastructure already in terms of the Sagebrush one, well, and like close production facilities as well to actually develop the helium. So yeah, that's something you guys should also know about, and obviously, you know, research as well, do your own research. So yeah, here we have number 4 here, we have scenario analysis, potential market cap, share price. So there, it ran a couple of tests. So say scenario A, successful milestones and moderate success. If 3D seismic confirms helium-bearing reservoir, the spore report gives a reasonable resource estimate. Like, I think this is a guaranteed spore report. The extended well time shows good flow rates. And then, you know, market gives a premium for de-risk helium projects, but remains cautious. Let's say after these, the market starts valuing Quantum Helium at between 50 to 100 million market cap. This will still be small, but meaningfully higher than current 7 to 8 million. So yeah, that gives us a share price. So say all of those were to happen, share price between 0.15 to 0.3, which is nearly what, like 10 bags on average. You can get a 10 bag of potential right here, but it all depends on market cap really and how the tests go. So that was scenario A, milestone. If you do a very optimistic one, exponential upside. Spore report confirms very large helium resources. The extended well test does like better than expected commercial scale flow. Helium market, you know, the price continues to increase. Company could be valued at over 200 million pounds, and that would give it a share price of 0.6. 0.6, that's insane. That's what, like 3,000% up from where we are right now. So that's obviously exponential upside, very optimistic. And then obviously, any time with exploration companies, there are risks, obviously. Exploration risk, flow risk, the extended well test could fail, flow rates could be low, market risk, regulatory risk. So, you know, obviously we're waiting for the BIA. If it's delayed, that could happen as well, but that shouldn't be the case, because obviously CEO also mentioned that, you know, they had got like a meeting with the local government as well. So I don't see why that would happen. And then we have the assessment and likelihood range. So if all your catalysts come through, a realistic bull case might land them in the 50 to 100 million market cap range, share price between 0.15 to 0.3p. Very optimistic. Big discovery could push the market towards 200 million plus market cap to a share price of 0.6p. That's a high risk, high reward scenario. And then the conclusion we have is there's significant upside from its current tiny valuation based on those catalysts I've mentioned. Obviously, it's very high risk because, you know, we're dealing with like micro caps here. So yeah, do take that in mind. High risk, high reward stuff here. And yeah, so my most plausible upside, if things go right, is it between 0.15 to 0.3, which is 1,000% from 1,000% increase in share price from where we are right now. So guys, 8 million market cap. The catalysts, have you seen? Even ChatGPT has just said, you know, that's at least 50 million in market cap if all those catalysts do happen. So the ones I mentioned here, you can see here, and also the ones I mentioned, you know, here in big writing. So yeah, if all these come through, expect like a huge re-rate and the start of something serious. As long as the company does not do any side projects, no new vector projects in 2026, they just focus on Sagebrush and Enquiries. I don't see why this can't be a huge company making year for the company. Quantum Helium, you know, new name, new ticker, new CEO. It's time to get down to work. That's all I can say. It's time to get down to work. Fully cashed up as well, so no fear of placing coming up. Over 2 million USD in the bank. So yeah, looking forward to what's going to come next. And as always, guys, as soon as the next news drops, I'll be sure to give you guys an update. Let me know your thoughts on this video. What do you think is going to happen with Quantum Helium once all of these catalysts have dropped? ChatGPT thinks, you know, very positive to a 50 to 100 million market cap, which is actually in line with its peers. If you look at like HE1, Hex, Jex, or not Jex, HE1, Hex, their market caps are considerably higher than Mossman. So guys, let me know your thoughts on today's video. And yeah, I hope this has given you a couple of ideas on what to expect in the next couple of weeks, months for Quantum Helium. Hoping, you know, before the December holidays, we can do some of those catalysts done. At least, what? Let me see. So if the approvals can land next week, 3D seismic get started, this should also drop before end of the week. So if we can get these 3 done by end of month, I'm happy. If the extended well test starts like early December, that's amazing. And if this money comes along like end of December, that'd be even better, because then, you know, you can recoup some of the money spent on all of these different catalysts here. And then yeah, we'll plan ahead for 2026 once we get there to see what the company are planning to do next in terms of, you know, making the most money as possible from their 2 assets they have in America. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe and share. Peace.